Welcome back to Warriors Abyss. This is Rogue Dubs. Today we're going to be using Sun Shang Xiang. She has the Awakened State and her unique weapon. I'm looking here at the kit. I'm liking what I'm seeing. We get that natural 30% charge attack bonus on barriers, charging Musu when we destroy projectiles, which is now more relevant. They made projectiles more common now with the update. We're going to get 10% increased symbol charge for all Wu emblems, and we get an symbol gauge charge as well when we inflict Disorient. So we're going for Disorient. We are Flower of War. We are Master Archer, so we'll look out for those new Flower of War. I think Ryza is the one that boosts attack power for Flower of War, so we will look out for that. Besides that, we're looking for wind activations. Keiji Maeda comes to mind. Wu, she's kind of on her own in the Wu category for wind, as far as I remember. Yao Chan isn't really what we're looking for. I'm not going to roll. We're just going to take the... she's not Flower of War, though. She is Flower of War. Great. Okay, so that's one Flower of War, so I'll take it. Go in here, see if we can find Sun Ce. He has a Wu buff on his unique tactic, as I recall. Sun Shang Xiang is not a character to be slept on. Her Musu is usually pretty interesting. They change it a lot. She's probably the character that has her Mushu attack changed the most. If I had to say someone that particularly gets hers changed a lot, it would be her as an example. There's Sun Ce. Yep. So we get 100% attack with against barriers if we get more skill and one more Wu, which we will get. So we're going to take that. Slay Lu Mong is in here. He shortens summoning. Gan Ning increases attack with the Slay attribute by 100%. There's some good stuff in there. I'm gonna long roundabout way of saying I'm going in here, and I'll take almost any of the Wu here as we see. I think I'm gonna increase crystal beads. That'll be useful when we see a wind tree. I'll probably use it then, because wind is I don't want to get behind on wind by all the Wu we're gonna have to go for. Okay, kind of unfortunate here. Not seeing our Wu friends. There we go. So we can either take Lu Mong here, or we can take Zhou Tai, who gives us some strength scaling once we unlock his special. I'm going to go with Lu Mong. Would love to see a wind icon if possible. Zhou Yu would be great. Sun Xuan would be even better. So I think Sun Xuan is who we want here. So we'll go for that. Okay. Doesn't matter yet at all. Almost have her first Mushu attack. I'm going to use it. I'm very curious to see what it is. I'm pretty sure it's the arrow one, if I had to guess. Yep. Yeah, so in some games she has a bow. In most games she has her wheels. We're gonna take the attack actions to try to activate Sun Ce sooner rather than later. That will kind of power scale us, I think. This is not what we want, except for Zenji. Zhou Yu and Sun Xuan are too valuable. I'm gonna try to roll for them. Great. Nope, not yet. We're looking for a win before we do that. So we need one more skill for Sun Ce's ability to be active. I don't know if there's any. There's one. It's Jiang Wei. Not in love with that, but Sun Jian is in here. He's actually not very useful for Wu. there, you know, we should just go for the Wu to get the a symbol gauge charge bonus. And there's a lot of Wu in strength, so if we ever get Zhou who gives us scaling with strength, that will be useful. It's kind of worth it to stand near these Sin Spewers and take out their projectiles, because that gives us the bonus to our Mushu Gauge charge. 1%, but still. We're going to take the... no. So that activates Young Conqueror. We're going to take that all day. And he is going to stay in the party for the foreseeable future. I'm going to grab Huang Gai here without having to roll. Okay, Sun Jian once again. He's the only Wu that's in here. We're going to go for that. Because we kind of need... We don't have any strength, I don't think. No. So we definitely need some strength to interrupt telegraphed attacks. It's a very important... Besides Invulnerable Evade, it's the second most important starting skill to grab. Even more so than your attack actions, in my opinion. We don't quite have a good handle on our Mushu charging yet, so I'm not going to use my Mushu, even though it probably would finish this mission immediately. I'd like to get her attack speed up. That'll be fun if we can get her really moving. We don't need this here right now because we're about to get it. I'm gonna take wind here. I'm nervous about getting behind on wind. Ooh, Cloud of Birds. I don't think I've ever used that before. Great. So we get Sun Jian. Perfect. No, we will not. Cloud of Birds is wind. Perfect. That's great. The ones that we kind of want him to be buffed, and then Xuan's is really strong too. You're better than you because you're buffed. Yeah, cool. Wang Yi is the one odd woman out in this situation. I don't think there's any ice in Wu. Yeah, there's none. So Zhou Yu would be the ideal here. Lu Xun would be fine too. We will be going for that. Experience, please. Okay. This is an amazing opportunity. I'm gonna take another crystal bead, and then when we get to a wind tree, we are gonna be loving every minute of it, as they say. And by they, I mean I think it's a Seinfeld reference. I haven't watched much of that show. With big time respect, of course, but I assume it's from Seinfeld, based on the follow-up line, every minute of it, Jerry, being Jerry Seinfeld. But yeah, we get an attack bonus. It gets our only attack bonus right now, other than the one we get from Sun Shang Xiang, from Sun Ce attacking barriers. Let's do a couple rolls here. I'm not going to get too deep into it. Maybe one more. Okay. Let's go for... Yeah. We actually did not have Invulnerable Evade, so that was perfect. We love it. So we're now going to have increased attack against the barrier of Onigashira, which would be very nice. Feeling good about this, even though our attack scaling is not as high as it could be, or will be. We also don't have any elements active yet, which is, unfortunate, but we will get there. Call in our brothers and dad and Lu Meng and Huang Gai. Yeah, it's a cool formation. I like the... Where do they come out? They all come out straight forward. That's great. Those arrows. So I learned in a. I'm going to show this again because I learned it recently. The arrows you see below the heroes here, that's showing you where the attacks are going to come out when you activate your assemble gauge, which is super, super useful. I did not think of that when until a couple days ago, and I want to make sure that I tell you guys because I think it's a very important tip, and it's not something that's explained like a lot of stuff in this game, but that's okay. It's kind of fun sometimes to find things out for yourself, in my opinion. We are doing just fine here. I'm very comfortable with where we're at as far as who's on our tray. We just have to make a couple adjustments. I want one guy probably out of there. And Wang Yi, of course. But I love Sun Jian's ability. His summon skill. The big giant blades coming out of the ground. We're going to take the Karma Embers for the content. We have some unique weapons we have to get. Should probably start trying to see how good our assemble gauge charging is because of all the bonuses that we have to that. Well, right now, our only bonus really is the Wu emblems we have because we don't have Disorient yet active, and we still won't. Unless we get lucky. We could take Peng Tong. I'm probably not going to take Peng Tong, but that is an option for us. So we are going to position ourselves here for a Mushu attack. See how far it goes. Went pretty far. Okay, would have liked this to be wind. That's okay. So our symbol gauge charging is definitely not, crazy yet, but it'll get there. Nice. There is a mission here. I may go ahead and pop the assemble, depending on how things are going and what they ask us to do. 100 enemies, and let's just do it. It's fun. Nice. I like the somersaults that she does, or the cartwheels that she does during her movement. It's very, very nice, very cool. This is. Let's roll once. Okay, we got kind of a worse result. That's okay. I guess I'll take Zunyu. They're saying that's better. I don't think so. I'm gonna take Masayuki Sanada instead. That's actual useful stuff for us. Please, please, bro. Give me the wind tree one time. Omega Force, please. We're going to rip a Mushu over this way. Into the jaws of the enemy. Let our dad and brother loose. Nice. Let the wizened strategist Lu Mong out there. Cool. We're going to take whatever is on this first tree. Okay. Well, I kind of... Raising attack speed. I said that. And also, Zhao Yun buffs the Soaring Blade skill. So he's got a very high priority for me based on that. Because I think Soaring Blade is one of the best summon skills in the game. I don't know who the fire Soaring Blade. Oh, it's Yukimura Sanada. That's who it is. So that could be on the horizon here, trying to get Yukimura Sanada going. Can't see what I'm doing, but we're going to fire into the enemies over that way. I'm looking around for projectiles to destroy, to charge our Mushu, but I'm not seeing any. It's fine. Dad, please hurt them. Thank you. I forget where Sun Shang Xiang is in the birth order. Forget if she's the younger one or how that works. So I won't call them little or big brother because I don't remember. I don't know how often they really talk about it, to be honest with you. But Sun Shang Xiang is given her... She's given her flowers and Origins, in my opinion. They really present her as a true, you know, warrior, which she is. You know, she was, you know, historically pretty strong. Let's do Zhou Yu, excuse me, Zhou Yu. You gotta imagine, you know, all those years ago, being a notable warrior as a woman had to be pretty tough. Genshio being the other example. In the Japanese counterpart. Our first time doing the true Assemble Mushu. Looked pretty good. I think Yoshimoto Imagawa still has the strongest potential true Assemble I've seen. It's just so insane. Yeah, we're going to take that for sure. No. Dude, please. I really want Zhou Yu. So I'm going to go for it. Definitely neglecting wind, but we will resolve that as soon as they deign to give us a wind tree. It'd be interesting if they added the ability to, like I'm thinking about Tiny Rogues. Tiny Rogues allows you to, you know, re-roll rooms before you walk in with the dice. It'd be cool if they, at some point, added that mechanic on a limited basis. They have re-rolls and they have crystal beads, but other than that, there really aren't many sort of in-run modifications you can make to your rewards. That would be kind of an interesting one. I mean, because you can reroll memories, you can reroll treasures. There's a lot of reroll options. We just don't see that yet in this game, and maybe it's coming. I mean, there's that new mode coming. Maybe there'll be some new stuff being added in there. We can't afford to roll. This is a very good result, getting a double charm, as you all have heard me say 1,000 times. It's great. We're going to do that. We're going here, once again, for Zhou Yu. We just are going to keep saying we want Zhou Yu until they hear us and offer him to us. Our attack is lower than I would like, but it's okay. We're a little low on health, so that's why I walked into this and just started doing the assemble, because I want to be in... I'd rather have better health fighting Megadori than the actual, you know, stuff we use to... the Mushu and everything. Plus, we charge super fast, so... Yeah, we're almost charged with our... Mushu is almost charged already, and it is charged. Great. Grind. Grind is ice, I'm fairly sure. Okay. I know that this is good. I'm looking at Yukimura Sanada, and I kind of really want that. I'm not going to do it. This is too good. This boosts Sun Xuan's bullets and it boosts Sun Jian's skill. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna shuffle out Wang Yi. There's got to be a better option than her. And in fact, we're gonna take that. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay. Do the charge. Thank you. Yeah, that was huge. How much that buffed Sun Jian. If he does the missiles before he jumps, he won't do the double. That's how that works. Ah, I'm facing the wrong way. Yeah. Okay. Got him with a lot of them anyway. This should be, yeah, this will be the kill. I'm gonna make sure here. Oh. I was incorrect. That's alright. Cool. Very good. Trying to figure out where I'm standing again. I haven't gotten it down yet to stand in the exact spot before it comes out. I think we take this and we pray for wind. Okay. Hey, you know, I mean, we got Slay active now, so that's something. I mean, you know, it's not like there isn't no Slay in Wu. We may end up just building into that. If we can't find enough wind stuff, we might just pivot and put in Gan Ning, and I think Guan Ping gives more Slay attack as well. Just do like a Guan Ping, I mean Gan Ning, Zhou Tai type of deal. Ah, that was a wind. I just saw the charm and was blinded by it. You can understand. It's probably the best element in the game, in my opinion. We're talking about, you know, the stuff that makes you win runs. It is your symbol gauge, in my opinion. The thing that can make a mediocre run do really well if you have good a symbol gauge charging and attack that kind of lifts you up. It also reduces your summon cooldowns, which can be very powerful. We're taking this. Wind and bro, come on now. Still some Wu in here. We'll go for that. And Taishitsu is in here, and he's wind. So that'd be cool. Let's just Mushu at these people. Yeah, didn't quite reach all the way over to him, but that's okay. Get my dad's blades in there, very good. Getting a little precious. Would like for there to be a little bit, like for a little more comfort. Okay. Evasion distance, very good. Where'd he go? There he is. Just finish him with this. Oh, he did not die. Yeah, we definitely need some help with scaling. Okay. What's our flame at? 4? Okay, that's not good enough. Let's get our attack actions. Yeah, let's get our attack actions. Bro. Jump in here for Jotai. I'm holding out on these crystal beads until we see a wind. They're doing well enough without it. Okay, we got some really good attack actions going here. Need wisdom help as well. Oof, C5. Yeah, that's awesome. Oof. See kind of a somersault forward and keep shorting it. Get to 5. Yeah, that's really cool. She launches herself forward like that. That's great. I will say I think that her attack power is the issue. Her starting attack power. That's really what I'm feeling here. Yeah. 833 with 50% bonus. Let's go for the double. No. Okay. One of these days, we will be given a wind tree. Yeah, that C2 now is amazing. She fires her bow, looks like, a little bit into the crowd. Should take advantage of the fact that our symbol gauge all charges so quickly. Might as well take advantage of what that is. More wind. I always like Sun Shang Xiang's voice actress as well. She's really good. Not as good as Genshio's, but I think Genshio's actress is probably one of the best in the entire franchise, personally. Dang. Okay. We are not a brave general, right? No. But our brothers are. So let's take this and try to get the last another Hojo, which Kotaro Fuma is also Hojo. So let's jump into this speed one. Ling Tong and Gan Ning are also in here. So let's just do that. I scared myself for a second there because the symbol for the tree was still there. It's because I still have these crystal beads I haven't used. Oof. If you made it through the video this far and you are bearing with me while we're looking for this wind tree, and you have not subscribed yet, or if you think you have and you are not sure, just take a look for me and press that button if you wouldn't mind. Show some support. Leave a like as well. Let me know what heroes you also want to see on the channel. Love to hear about it. Appreciate it. We are so close to having this run pop off. Just need a little bit of luck as far as what trees we see offered to us. Tarafuma, okay, he's there. We're gonna do it. No. And we are going to work him in, taking out Chakao. And then we're going to see who's brave. Brave General. Make sure that the Brave Generals are on the boosts. Any other woos that are not here? She's not Brave General. No, no way. Cool. All right. Wind. Perfect. We do need a better formation, for sure. All things in time. 200 kills with 1 Musha attack. Pretty cool. Increase Mushu attack power. I think that's worth doing. Yes. Finish them with the bomb. This is going to increase our power level by a significant amount. How many of these we're about to get. Yeah, I mean, let's have him active. That's good. Master Gunner. We are Master Archer. Yeah, so not super relevant there. Let's take the evasion cooldown. Okay, Pang Tong. We're going to take Taishitsu. Yeah, for sure. Great. And he is also a Brave General, I believe. He is indeed. So he will come in for Huangai. Yes, yes, yes. Lu Mong is in here, so he is reducing the cooldown for all these people who are all buffed. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good. Cool. Now we just need to find a couple more Wu. Zhou Yu. Our wind is at 8. 9. Great. So we extend the disorient duration once we unlock that. Very good. Wow. That's Tornado Blade, right? Yeah, Tornado Blade. I like that more than the Sweeping Cyclone that makes a stationary Cyclone. And that's without really having summoning skill shots either, which will be very useful. Should not have done that. I realized that this is our last phase, but it'll be fine. We will get a refund. We're not going to take it all the way down. Yeah, perfect. About 55% left. Yeah, because he has Soaring Blade, which we love. Zhou Yu, perfect. Yep. Get more symbol gauge charge. That's really all we get from that. We are very fast. That's the first time I really noticed how fast we were. I really want to try to get Taishitsu out there. I passed him a little bit. Facing forward. Okay, cool. Because the Disorient reduces his defense, and I think it's... I don't know. I feel like it's one of the weaker elements. If I'm being honest. It feels like Bolt does a lot more. Even Ice. I mean, there's so many more really good ice synergies that are well positioned in the heroes that have it. In my opinion, it seems to me. But you know, we're learning more about wind right now. Just wanted to see how much that would do. I think we're essentially applying Disorient at all times. That is such a crazy attack. Just do the assemble. Finish this up. Let's take a second and look at our formation. See who's not active. Sun Jian is not active, but that's not a Wu thing. Yeah, so really we're needing some scaling, which I think will come from Lu Su. Or a better formation. I'm taking this. We need some help with that. Okay. Cool. So we now have how much? All right. So one more. No, we need 2 more to get our attack, another attack bonus. More Karma Embers. Okay. Still needing a little bit of help to close this one out, in my opinion. Comfortably. We should win regardless, but to do it easily, I think we need a little more attack scaling. Yeah, it's going. I mean, it's going good. You know, it feels good. So this is raised defense or damage to barriers. So we're going to take this for the chance for damage to barriers instead. Make sure we finish up with a Mushu here to finish. $3,000 damage per attack. That's pretty good. I'm seeing the ticks, that is. Love Dazzling Bullet quite a lot. Sun Xuan's summon skill. I love the repositioning of the C5. Yeah, I just get to be somewhere else immediately. I think as long as you're patient, this is a very strong hero. And now that I'm saying that, I'm realizing that we're close to failing this mission, so we're gonna get to 1 second, and then we are going to do the Mushu so we don't fail it. Nice. Always remember the timer chart. The timer stops when you are Mushu attacking, so you can use that to complete missions if you're running out of time. More Karma Embers and more Karma Embers. Alright, we'll take it. Lu Su. I think once we get Lu Su, we have to put him in, because we just need some help. I think probably maybe Lu Mong comes out. I'm not sure. Yeah, because Lu Mong's not a Brave General, so he's not getting a buff from Ujiyasu. It will mess with our summon cooldown timer on our Wu heroes, but we'll be alright. Cool. Definitely rolling with a lower tier formation for too long here. We will adjust that if we are given a chance. This will go a little better than the last mission, because we're finishing with this. And then we'll probably be able to charge a little more and maybe get another one off, too. Xuan? Does she have any unique actions? No. Okay. I always forget to check that on the Dynasty Warriors characters. I know Huang Gai does, and Cao Cao does. Cool. Get that done. I'm going to reduce the summon cooldown because we're going to potentially take off Lu Mong here, and we'd like to have something a little easier. We'd like people to come out still at the same rate that they were coming out. We're going to take the double here. I'm thinking about it. I'm taking Kobayakawa because he's wind. That's the only reason that we're doing that. Okay. Well, Tony Mori's in here. We would get a lot of attack bonus if we were able to slot him in. Let's do that. let's try to roll for him. That'll help solve our problem right now with our attack. Going straight from this into a symbol gauge. Grab this axe. Keep dashing around so we're spreading our chaos as far as possible. Get as many people spawned in as we can. Cool. Summoning skill shots. We love that. Let's finish up here. We don't have a mission at the end of here, so that's good to know. Just getting in a good spot for our summons to do the most damage. Very good. Position here for a Mushu attack. Oh, almost done. Cool. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, he is a woo, but I think we're going to try for Motonori Mori. Here he is. Cool. So we're going to throw him in for Lu Mong. Gets our attack to 130%. Okay, you know, could be better, could be worse. Let's go here. Thought about the peach tree, but I think I'm not comfortable enough to go for the in-game achievements right now. I don't know what I'm looking for at this point. I think actually Sun Tzu's ability is not active. Yeah, we need to find Dakiao, so we'll see if we can figure that out. Just tough, you know, going for those Dakiao and Dakiao because they are single emblem, you know, one charm emblem, but definitely worth it. Just kind of a trade-off there. Cool. Let's just do this so we can get ahead of it. Nice. We don't need that. We're going to take the damage to barriers. I'd like to get the attack bonus too, if possible, before the boss. Love to see a King's Cauldron. That would be great. Let's boost Motonori Mori's summon skill since we're using him. And, you know, it's good to have a... Jotai is in here. Try to get Jotai. We'll take almost anything, though. I mean, more wind would be great if we see it. I wonder if they'll ever do anything with the, like, King's Cauldron spawns. Like, if they'll make a guaranteed one at, like, phase 7 of each world tier. That'd be interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Because it does feel bad to save up a whole ton and not go to an early one, and then feel like you're getting punished for doing that when you just are not offered one all the way until the end. During our stream last night, we had like 30,000 on one of the Lubu runs. Just because we were not offered anything. The Cauldron. Certain games do that. They'll, can't think one off the top of my head, but they'll change it so there's like a guaranteed. Bazaar would be an example of one that did some things with that, making a guaranteed shop at a certain point or whatever. Kimura Sanada is so good. I think I prefer having the raised speed, if I'm being honest. Another crystal bead, cool. I think we are going to go here. No, we're going to go here. Because we need to get the raised attack. I don't think we'll use the crystal bead here. We'll probably use it on one of the other ones. Actually, we are going to. I just want to make sure we actually get it. Let's spend these Tears of Blood on something. We'll reduce the defense of all the bosses and the enemies in this area by 25%. That'll be very helpful. Try to shorten up this run. It's already been on the longer side, but that's okay. Some heroes require a little more patience, and also just kind of figuring out. I think example for me of one where maybe focusing on Wu for her is not ideal. Maybe you kind of pivot a little bit. You have some Wu to increase the symbol gauge charge, but you more so focus on wind attribute. The Flower of War thing we never really looked for, got off the ground. Maybe that's kind of how you angle this one. Although our, charging is very good right now. I'm going to take, try to get as much wind as I can. Taking Lubu. That was Lubu, Keiji Maeda, and Tadakatsu Honda. So the three Ultras were in there. And here he is again. We take that. King's Cauldron. Thank you. Thank you so much. Our last chance to get one. Ice, Slay, Flame, Ice. Okay. We do have some Slay. This is telling us it's going to boost our attack by 5,400. I don't see that. I'm gonna. This is crazy. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore all this. I'm gonna ignore all these. I don't think they help our attack enough. Just buy all this stuff up here. Great. Cool. I mean, maybe that's wrong. I was looking at how the attacks come out on the formation, and I just didn't like Veteran Warrior. Didn't like how it looked to me. Yeah, we're plenty fine. I think I think it would have been tinkering a little too much trying to get it just right with the formation there. Taking a non-optimal one. Just didn't get enough chances to take better stuff. Our barrier damage is great. Our barrier damage is perfect. It's just our actual raw attack that is kind of suffering a little bit right now. We are basically instantly charging our Musu, though, which is kind of cool. Kind of hard to keep track of him sometimes during this. When he summons people, because he's kind of small, and then also his body kind of blends in with some of the black goopy stuff on the floor. But we got it. Level 30, maybe? That'd be nice. Thank you. You shouldn't have. We're going to walk right in. Would love to skip this if possible. Can't. 149% attack. We got a lot of defense, which is interesting. You know, it's good, I guess. Yeah, I'm not worried at all about the barrier damage. Just kind of waiting a second to let the first of Sun Xuan's bullets go out, and then moving in for the secondary one from the symbol gauge activating. Didn't need our finisher. That always feels good. Okay. Our evade boosts our attacks. We need to be attacking a little bit more. Or evading a little bit more. It's kind of... Oof. Tried to time it perfectly, but didn't quite get it right. Okay. That didn't work. All good. Once again, just letting Taishitsu's first round of his Tornado Blades come out, and then finishing him with the other one. When the blade spins around on them, that does a lot of damage. Cool. It's always satisfying when that Spirit Bomb spreads out and hits the enemies on the peripheral of the fight. Okay. Let's grab this emblem. Raise attack speed. Nice. That's what I wanted. You recall? Like when I said that toward the beginning of this run. Definitely one to kind of revisit, kind of theorycraft a little bit. Look at the way, the wind effects, kind of figure out what we could have done a little better here, maybe. Maybe it is around, like, Uchiyasu Hojo, and it's probably, I bet it's Uchiyasu Hojo, Zhao Yun, buff Soaring Blade, and then get more Brave Generals, Yukimura Sanada, and have, like, a flame... wind, a little bit of bolt mixed in there, type of thing. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Let me know in the comments if you have used this character and have any tips. Would love to hear it. But yeah, it was all right. I mean, we did 50-minute clear. That's pretty good. 31,000 embers flat. That's awesome. Got a lot of skill and good amount of all the attributes besides speed. Leaned into wind, tried to, but yeah, I mean, Ujiyasu Hojo was a huge pickup. We got some help from Mori, buffing our attack. But yeah, that will do it for this episode here. This has been Rogue Dubs. We are going to take a quick look here at how many enemies we defeated. Defeating Gouma, so we are at 23 heroes to complete the 30 hero. That's what we're going for, and then we're going to kind of look at everything we got. That'll be fun. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what else you'd like to see here. Loving the community interaction, and y'all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. See ya.